Hello, everyone. It's your girl Sheila, and I'm live again. I was sitting here on the couch watching Christmas movies. I've been watching them on YouTube, the OWN station, which is owned by Oprah Winfrey. Y'all, there's some good movies on her station. I'm just enthralled. Like, I have literally been on the couch all day watching these movies, one right behind the other, and just feeling the Christmas spirit. As you can see, I've got a fire going on. I wrap presents. I got presents all wrapped behind me. And I really wanted to come on. Well, not really come on. I wanted to actually do a vlog today, but I was just in my own element. And I just was like, you know what? I want this to just be my private time between me, myself, and I. And so I was sitting here wrapping presents, enjoying the fire. I've had a toss back between water, because this is water in my glass with lemon, and then over there on the table, which I don't feel like getting up and getting, but is coffee. I started out with my caffeine this morning, and then I am now having some decaf. So I just got a whole little thing going on today, and I wanted to come on because I was like, okay, I at least want to try to do a video every day before Christmas. I don't know if I'll make it or not. I've got one person with me already. Who could it be? Let's see. I don't know yet. Maybe they're trying to get signed in. Hopefully I'm going to get a few more people in to chat with us today. I think this might be kind of a random time. I honestly don't even know what time it is. Let's see. I think it's like 5 o'clock here in SA. So, it's probably 6 o'clock for a lot of my East Coasters. And I don't know. I've got people everywhere. It's my girl B. Happy Sunday, girl. Girl, you be on it. You are always right there, right on time for all my chats, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Today is probably not gonna be a very long chat. Is my fire trying to go out over there? Let's see. Let's get some more of that fire. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It is so gorgeous. And it's a cold day today, so I've just enjoyed having the fire. And like I said, I've just literally been just sitting here on the couch, just being thankful, of having the opportunity to be here and to be able to sit back and relax today. Pretty much all my Christmas shopping's out of the way. Just things are just kind of rolling along, I relaxing after having such a rough week before. But I thought we'd go ahead and do our Advent calendar today. And I think, is today the 17th? I think it is. It's today the 17th, y'all. I meant to look before I started this vlog, but I didn't. So I think it's the 17th. Am I wrong? I have no earthly idea. I'm trying to think. I think it's the 17th. It's the 16th? Wait, I don't have my glasses on. Hold on, honey. Let me look. Oh, it's the 16th. Okay. Because I was like thinking it was the 17th. I'm trying to get this month right on by. But we'll go ahead and do the Advent calendar today and get that out of the way. So let's see what it is. Okay. It says, look in your closet, find items that you're not wearing, sweaters, coats, put them in your car. When you come to someone in need, offer them the items. Now that's a perfect one for today, because it's cold. And I don't know, like some of you might live in climates where it's cold. Like this is the time of year that it is cold, and it's cold quite a bit. But in San Antonio, we don't get like a lot of cold weather. Okay, who we got? We're getting some joiners. Starla. Hello, Sheila. I'm loving those glasses. Thank you, sweetheart. They're readers, and I got them from Amazon, and they're the blue light ones. So, yeah, found them on Amazon. Who else we got? We got B. We got Starla. That's a pretty name, Starla. We got 3 people watching and 3 thumbs up. Y'all are learning, and I don't even have to ask. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not sure who that 3rd person is, but welcome to my channel, whoever you might be. If you're able to get signed in, come on in on days like this. Hey, girl. Hey. Yep, I'm here doing this live. I don't feel like it, but y'all know I get drawn to y'all, and I can't help myself. So, you know, I don't feel like it in that I just want to be over there on that couch just watching more Christmas movies, because I've been just into them today. And I've been watching, I don't know if you all heard, but I've been watching the ones, I'm watching it on YouTube, but it's from the station OWN, which is Oprah Winfrey station. And it's a lot of Black Christmas movies. And I'm for any, I'm for any and everybody, so don't nobody get the feelings and hurt or anything. But it is nice to just kind of like chill out and kind of watch some Black Christmas movies. And I didn't realize we had as many as we do, like that Oprah, invested. I'm not really sure, because they're like low budgeted. They're not like the top of the line movies, but they're good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like they're good enough to really enjoy. And they all have a great storyline, ranging from having faith to, just all kinds of things, like just, how people's lives really go. I feel like these might be a little bit more realistic than some of the ones on the Hallmark Channel, because the ones on the Hallmark Channel, they kind of always stay in a far-fetched place. These, even though the setting might be a little bit in a far-fetched situation, like you can tell like it's not real, but the storyline is really good. So I'm enjoying it. I'm just chilling back and enjoying it. But I did want to come on live so we could do this advent calendar for today. And like I said, it is talking about giving warm clothing to someone that might be in need. And especially, like I said, if you live in somewhere where it's cold all the time, then you know that what it's like, to just be cold. Like for us here, we don't get cold weather that often. So unfortunately for our people that are homeless, that can come at a drop of a moment, and they're not ready for the cold. They're not prepared. They don't have warm clothing. So it's very important when you're in places like that, because those people might not be prepared. Whereas if you're in places where it gets cold all the time, not that it makes it right. They still deserve to have warm clothing too, because they may not have it. But I think it's more, what I'm trying to say is that basically keep some stuff in your car ready to share with someone on a cold day. That's really all I'm trying to say. Whether you live in Montana, Michigan, San Antonio, California, the weather can change anywhere and can be extremely cold no matter where you are. So just, I know we all have stuff in our closet. Last year, well, actually it was the year before last, when I was, well, no, it was technically last year, I guess. But yeah, oh, well, I guess no. I'm all like, when was it? Because I moved in here in October, and it was the Christmas before that. So it was actually the Christmas before that. It was Christmas before last. But I had gathered up scarves and stuff like that because I wanted to have them in my car, because I was like, I have all these scarves. I never wear them because we really don't get that much cold weather here. And I had tons of scarves because I love scarves, and everyone knows that I love scarves. So people always buy me scarves. And I had some really nice ones, like the kind the infinity ones that you can just wrap around your face. And so I put a ton of those in my car. And whenever I would pull up to a stoplight or a stop sign, or if I was driving by somewhere and I saw someone that needed something warm, I gave it to them. And so I want to take it a little bit further this year, because we are starting to have a little bit more cold weather now. I am going to challenge myself to pull out some of the things I have in my closet. I already have a box of things that I want to donate. So I'm going to go through that. And I've got several sweaters that I literally just threw in there. So I'm going to put those in my car starting tomorrow. And when I am out and about, if I see someone that I feel like could use a sweater, I'm going to give them a sweater. I think they would be so appreciative. And that's a way to give back and also clean out your closet at the same time. Because we all know we got stuff in that closet that we don't want and we don't use. So let's make it a pact that we will all do that. And then when this video is up, comment below and tell me if you decided to do it or not. You can comment here, but once the video is up, let me know if you did it, if you gave someone an item, but comment on this vlog right now or this video and let me know if it's something that you might want to do. I've got 7 thumbs up and 8 people watching. Oh, wow. This is good, y'all. This is really, really good. I'm excited. Yes, I do too. I donate clothes to charities as well. But I just thought that this year, well, when I first did the scarf thing, I just saw how it was so welcomed. And I thought, you know what? Someone standing on a corner without anything and it's cold outside, give them a scarf, you know? So that's why I'm still donating to charities, but I'm still going to do the whole give someone a scarf, give someone a sweater, give someone a pair of gloves. I literally had in my collection, because I want to say it was Gap one year after Christmas, they had gloves, like just their little cloth gloves. They weren't the fancy ones or anything, but they were just the little cloth ones. I think they were so short, and I have very big hands, and I remember thinking, these gloves look like they're made for kids. They would stretch over my hands, but they literally stopped like right here. And I think they had them on clearance for like 25 cents after Christmas one year, or like when you know, like the season was changing. And I literally bought every color because I felt like I needed to have every color. Never wore the darn things. Excuse me. They literally sat in my closet for several winters, and I never did anything with them. So those were the ones that I donated. I handed my gloves away, and I saw that people were very appreciative of it. So that's what our Avid calendar is telling us to do today. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all. So comment, tell me, what are you all doing on this beautiful day besides joining in with my chat? Because we're just sitting back here and relaxing by the fire. Are you somewhere where it's cold today? Are you relaxing by a fire? Have you been out Christmas shopping? Did you do your church this morning? Tell me about your day. Somebody comment below. Give us something to chat about. Luann, hey girl, hey. I'm doing it. All right, girl. That's what I'm talking about. So on days like this, I'm looking to see who all still with us. All right. So are y'all ready for Christmas? Are you ready for Christmas? Tell me. I think I kind of am. I'm still waiting on some stuff to come in. I ordered a lot of stuff from Amazon. Our family kind of do like the whole, we send our list to each other for Amazon, and it just makes it easier for us. My son and I had this conversation yesterday, and you know what? Let's talk about that, because my son and I had this conversation yesterday, and we laughed because he said, you know, Mom, I can talk to you about these kind of things because we're always on the same page. And I said, yeah, we kind of are, aren't we? We're kind of like, we're two of a kind, and we're very unique individuals. In that, he was talking about like everybody had done their list, and then how like when you get something and it's not what you want for Christmas or for your birthday or whatever the holiday may be. And he was saying that some people find it offensive, but for him, and also I have to say for myself too, because, and I will say that especially since I'm trying to live very intentional, I'm trying to only have things in my life that bring me joy. I can totally relate to it. I'd rather do a list than to have someone buy me something and spend a lot of money on something, and it's something that I can't use, or it doesn't match, or doesn't fit. And I think people get, I guess, I don't want to say twisted, but maybe twisted, when sometimes people say, hey, let me tell you what it is that I want. I'm one of those people. So that's kind of why we decided that we wanted to do the Amazon wish list, because if we do that, we still don't know what we're getting because there's several things on the list, but it's going to be something that you're going to like. It's going to be your right size, hopefully, if the sizing on the item is correct. And it's going to be the color you want. It's going to be whatever. It's going to match your decor. Whatever the item is, it's going to be for you, right? Because you picked it out. Rather than, your whole aesthetic is blue, and then somebody gives you a green rug. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, okay, where do I put this rug? But if your aesthetic is blue and you put a blue rug on there, then you're going to get a blue rug. Now, I will say that you do have those people sometimes that's going to do what they want to do no matter what. They're going to give you whatever it is they feel like they want to give you. And for those people, you just be gracious and say thank you, because they're their own type of people. They do what they feel is right. And you can't be mad at them because everybody has their thing. They do what they feel is right for them. We even talked about that at work because we did our gift exchange at work. And I kind of mentioned that a little bit, I think, on my last video where I talked about like making our list and making sure we stuck to the list. And so that's kind of why I just wanted to kind of like talk a little bit about the Amazon thing, because I did pretty much get all my Christmas shopping done like over the last couple of days. Items have been rolling in. So when I started wrapping today, I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. I don't have to be out there in the streets. And honestly, I think since COVID, and I am a very much people person, but I also think too, because I am in a happy place. I'm the happiest I've been in a very long time. I think I just enjoy being home. And like today, I thought about going out to the stores just a little bit. And then I thought, no, I just want to be in my home by my fire, enjoying my Christmas tree, feeling the spirit, and just relaxing. And I know before I moved and when my life was in a different place, I was never at peace in my house. I was never truly at peace. Even though there were days that I would spend at home, my heart wasn't fulfilled. I felt I would be in that place and I just would feel, I would be thinking of all the other places I would rather be, even though I may not have physically gone there. Whereas now, I'm sitting in this home and I am resting and I don't want to be anywhere else. Like, I honestly cannot think of any place I'd rather be right now than sitting right here in front of this fire, relaxing, enjoying my day. So, I just think about like how far I've come, like how much my life has changed in just a short period of time. Like how I went from wanting to be out there in the streets to now just being so content because I'm comfortable, I'm at peace, and it's such a good feeling. Now, don't get me wrong, I look forward to being out and about every once in a while, and I do plan to go out and about because, I'm not going to sit in this house forever, but I'm just lucky, not lucky, I'm blessed to have the happiness that I'm having right now. And so I just want to take advantage of it. I took my friend Molly to the airport yesterday, and let's see what we got going on. Hold on, let me put my glasses on so I can read good. Y'all know I can't. Come back here. Come on. Oh, it's snowing there, Luan. Oh my gosh. We went to church, took our Greyhound dog to the adoption groups meet and greet. Oh my gosh. We're home having dinner. I always catch you when you're having dinner. Last time you were having steak with your husband. And the day you're having dinner, I catch you at the wrong time, I guess. I have, on days like this, I have really found my happy place. I never thought it was coming, to be honest with you. I really never thought it was coming. I can remember some Christmases I would literally sit by my tree and I'd have tears in my eyes because I had such a beautiful tree, but my heart was heavy. And I would think, I don't want to be here. I have this gorgeous tree and everybody would tell me how beautiful my decorations were. And all I could ever think was, I don't want to be here. I want to be anywhere but here. And now I sit here in front of the tree, happy, just in my happy place. So yes, I am in my happy place. And I hope that if anybody happened to be watching right now and you're going through something, and maybe you're sitting in front of your Christmas tree thinking of all the other places you'd rather be, or feeling like you're missing out on something that you want or someone that you want, because let's face it, this is the time of year where romance is what a lot of us long for. I mean, we want what we want. The heart wants what it wants. So, there could be someone sitting there thinking they went through a divorce, they lost a boyfriend, death maybe. My sister this time of year, it's very hard for her right now. She and I talk, and um, she misses my brother-in-law so much. And because she's not a people person, she doesn't have friends and she doesn't have an outlet. So she is home a lot and she's alone. And so she's one of those people that, even though she loves her home and all of that, her heart's heavy because she's not sharing it with my brother-in-law, her husband. It's coming up on his anniversary of his death, and I'm still dealing with that in my own way. So I know for her, it's got to be really, really hard. And I mean, I know too, because she shares it with me. So that's why I say, there's so many reasons that we can have the feelings that we have at this time of year. And so, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I still have some things that I'm thinking about, I'm wishing for, I'm praying about. But overall, it's a good year. It's a good Christmas. And last Christmas was the same. And it's funny because I think that's part of why it was so hard for me to do Vlogmas too, was because I really wanted to be in the moment. I think last year at Christmas, I was still trying to put the house together. I didn't have any furniture. I was laughing. I go, last year, I literally had this little ottoman thing over here, which, let me see if I can't turn y'all. That little ottoman thing right there, that thing. And then this couch was not here. The lamp was, I don't think the lamp was here. I don't recall exactly, but I don't think the lamp was here. Okay, hold up. Let's get y'all back. I see I moved y'all now. I got to figure out where y'all need to be. But I was waiting on so much of my furniture to come in, and I think I was trying to get everything situated. So it was so easy for me to just vlog because I was having so much things to do. Whereas this year, I've just been very intentional with myself, very intentional with my friends and my family. And I just wanted to embrace those moments with them versus being on the camera. And that's interesting to me because while you all are my wonderful friends and I love you all so much, I think a lot of times I would grab the camera because I didn't want to be alone, and I was alone a lot. Whereas now I'm alone, wanting to be alone, enjoying the alone because it's a different kind of alone. That probably sounds very confusing. But I know what I'm saying. I'm just probably not saying it to where it makes any sense to y'all at all. So if it don't, I'm sorry, but trying to get this situated. Look at that beautiful fire, y'all. I have 10 people watching and 11 thumbs up now. That's a good one right there. 9 people. Okay, don't be dropping off, y'all. Come back. Come back. The only person that's excused is Luann because she's eating dinner with her husband. Yes, it is. It is very hard. And that's why I think I was led to say what I said, because grief is it's something. It's very, very hard. And speaking of grief, I actually learned from my friend Deanne, who sent me a message through Facebook today. She was my old neighbor many years ago in the house when I was still in my house, and she was renting the house next door to me. And she was a single mom, and divided up into sections, and so he lived on the other section. Passed away. I want to say he must have passed away on Friday. Reading the post on Facebook, it appears that he passed away on Friday. I think he was about 78 years old, and he was one of my biggest fans on YouTube. He was, I think, one of the only men that I know of that watched my channel. He and James were golfing buddies. They met many years ago golfing, and John and I used to be very good friends. And I say used to be because he kind of did the disappearing act. He kind of like, it was during the time, he and I were really good friends during the times, well, how do I put this and make this sound right? Because I know somebody's going to take this and go totally in a different direction. But so he and James were best friends. Well, not best friends. They were good golfing buddies. And this was during the time, they golfed a lot during the time that our marriage was at a very rough time. At probably some of the roughest times were during this time. And he would try very hard to convince James to be a different person. Like, he would try to influence him. And at the time, things just were not going in that direction. So in turn, he and I would share some moments of like deep conversations. And, you know, like I said, he was much older than me. He'd been married a couple of times. He had a lot of wisdom behind him. And so, like, you know, he was a person that you could listen to and talk to, and you could tell that his intentions were very good from his own personal experiences, you know. And then all of a sudden one day he just disappeared out of my life, like out of James's life, out of my life. And I was feeling some type of way about it, because I was kind of like, you know, I have this thing about when people just disappear and can't be upfront as to why, you know, because I think in my heart, I was thinking, did I do something? You know, we were good friends, and you know, you would comment on my YouTube channels, not on the channel itself, but like he'd watch my video, and then the next time he'd see me, he'd tell me about, you know, whatever he saw in the video. And he loved watching them. I mean, like, he literally watched every one of my videos. And so when he kind of like disappeared, I was a little bit, I want to say angry, because I actually think I was angry, to be honest with y'all. I don't know why I'm telling y'all this, but I guess because he just passed away and it just came to my heart, and maybe I feel like I need to talk about it. But I think more than anything, I was kind of feeling some type of way, because I was like, well, you and James were really good friends. And when I would ask James, I'd be like, you know, did you hear from him? And he'd say no. Or he'd say, I called him, but he didn't call me back. Or I stopped by his house, he didn't answer his door. And I totally get that James was not in a place at the time, because I know that he wanted James to do better and he wasn't. But then I was like, two wrongs don't make a right. Like, if you don't want to be his friend anymore, just come out and say it, but don't do the ghosting thing. You know, don't just disappear on him, because that looks bad, you know. And it, you know, I guess I was defending James in the way that, you know, if you're really his friend, you wouldn't do that. Like, you would still be there. You could just say, you know, man, I don't agree, but to just ghost him like that, and he did. But finally, I think after a couple of years, really, I want to say at least a couple of years, we went for a walk one day, and we walked by his house, and James was like, I'm going to knock on his door. And he did, and he answered. And so we actually, we sat there at the kitchen table and laughed and talked a little bit. And then after that, I think we kind of got together a few times. I do know he was still watching my videos. And in fact, not this time when James was here, but the time before that, James went by his house to see him, and he had mentioned to me that he didn't look good. He was going to have some surgery. He had diabetes, and that he looked very frail. And so I'm glad that James got to see him and they got to talk. I don't know, I mean, obviously they weren't golfing or anything anymore, but they did get a chance to talk. I kind of feel bad that I didn't get to talk to him again before he passed away. I didn't realize but that's what we all say, like we don't realize sometimes when we see a person that it could be the last time. And I haven't seen him in a few years. I know when James went to see him, he told James that he was still watching my videos. So that's how I know he was still watching my videos. And like I said, he didn't text me anymore like he used to. He used to would text me, or when I would see him, he'd tell me, oh, blah, 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 about my videos. So, but yeah, he passed away on Friday. And so it does sadden me because I kind of feel like maybe I should have reached out, but that's something that I am toying with myself. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever had this happen, but, and I think I'm a little bit more this way now, and I don't know if it's, I'm toying with it because I'm asking God, am I doing the right thing? And the reason why I say that is because I am trying to be more intentional about myself. I am learning to be a little bit more selfish. I don't feel like I have to go running to people to make everything work or everything be the way it should be. I feel like sometimes people can come to me and be the one to try to break the barrier, be the one to say, hey, I'm sorry, or hey, let's talk about what happened or whatever. Whereas I used to be that person. And so, but I feel like in a case like that, I did reach out to him a few times, but like I said, even like with James, he didn't return my texts or anything like that either. And because, he was a man and I wasn't going to be like all up in his grill or anything trying to reach out to him. But like I would invite him to our stuff that we were having, like we would have our Christmas parties. He had stopped coming to that, like little things like that. And I was like, okay, I'm doing things to try to make him reach out, but he wasn't. And so, I eventually kind of just stopped. But now I do find myself, I am very much not wanting to be that person to take that extra step. And I don't know if that's the right thing or not, because I do have another friend that same situation, more or less, like a friend of James, and they became my friends. They're a husband and wife now. They weren't at the time. We all used to do couples things together. And then, and this is going to sound real bad. Let me stop and see what y'all are messaging, because I'm just over here talking. I don't know why God's got me talking like that. Okay, thank you, Luann. Let's see. It is well within my soul. Oh my God, I love that song. Oh my God, that could make me cry. My daddy used to sing that song. Oh goodness, whew, that one hit home. And yes, it's true. Like I am very, very, I'm well within my soul. I am. But like I was saying, we have another friend, and I know that the gentleman is sick. And I guess hearing about our other friend, I guess I'm feeling like maybe I need to reach out to them, because I don't want anything to happen and then I not say goodbye or whatever. I don't know. But it's the same kind of scenario where they became religious. And I don't mean that, like, I don't want that to come off wrong. We were all really good friends, and then all of a sudden one day they decided that they were going to be ministers, and they wanted nothing to do with us. Like nothing to do with us. They literally like vanished overnight. James's father passed away. When I tell you they were good friends, the guy and the girl both, not that they were together during that time, but they were separate friends to him and had been friends with him for years, like years. She had worked with him. He and James had been friends. Like it was very upsetting to see them just and I guess because I was like, you all calling yourselves Christians? I'm trying to understand that. but they literally just separated themselves from us, and they started a church and they're becoming, still becoming, I guess. But it was just really interesting because they wanted nothing to do with us. And it was as if they erased their whole life that they had before us, or during, or not before us, but during the time of our friendship. And it was like that life never existed. They didn't, like, I acknowledge my life. I've never been perfect, won't ever be perfect. But we weren't like drug dealers or killers or anything like that. We were literally normal people. We do double dating. We golf together. We play couples golf. We went out together. We went to nightclubs together. But I mean, that's not a wrong thing to do. Ooh, look at this hair, y'all. But yeah, they literally just walked away. And I guess in my thought process of that, because they were calling themselves Christians, and during the time that I know James could have used his friends, neither one of them reached out to him to say, can I pray for you? Can I pray for your family? They didn't come to the funeral. And I guess I'm trying to understand, how do you call yourself a minister of God when you do that to someone that was your best friend? And I did confront the female, because when my parents passed away, she came to my job and wanted to, share her concerns or whatever. And I kind of told her about herself. And I made her cry. And I didn't do it to make her cry, but I had to unleash my true feelings, because a lot of things I am in this world, but a hypocrite I am not. I won't smile in your face and pretend I'm your friend if I'm not. And so I felt like in order for me to continue the conversation with her, I had to tell her how I was feeling about her and her religion and her new life that she was living. And that I felt like what she did, that neither one of them, because I could care less. You haven't been my friend for the last 20 years. I've only known you for a few years. But my husband, y'all worked together, y'all were besties, and your husband, like, we basically got you two together. They've been friends for years, and this is how you do it. Like, and but you're all on Facebook talking about you in random churches praying for people that you don't even know, but yet one of the people that's been in your life for years lost his father. And by the, but you're just going to be like, blow him off? Like, no. And, I think we got together, well, they came to our house once after that for a Christmas party, but then we've never really talked since then. And, we're on Facebook, and I've seen that she's liked some of my things or whatever, and I do know that her husband is ill right now. So I don't know. I guess that's one of those things I guess I have to work out with God. I have to let God lead me and make sure that it's not the devil telling me to stay away. And like what is the right thing to do? Do I reach out? I don't know. I guess I feel like when someone shuns you enough, that to keep placing yourself in their presence is wrong. So I don't know. Comment and tell me what you all think. Like, what's your opinion on that? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Um, Then that's an interesting question on days like this. I don't know. I mean, I guess I would have to say I wouldn't think so. Um, but because it was never, he never said anything or did anything to make me think that he did. Like I said, we were all just like, he was an older person. Like, I mean, like, And I say that like I'm 25, but I mean I'm 57, and he's now, well, was 78 when he passed away. So I guess I don't know. I mean, never did he ever share or show any type of signs that he was interested in me in that way at all. But I guess it's possible. I don't know. Um, if he did, he never said a word. And in all the times that we would sit there and talk, because, like I said, we would have some long conversations, but they weren't that kind of conversations. I mean, like literally we talked about like legit things, like, and never once did I ever feel any type of way, or, I mean, I know it was never on my part anyway, and he never ever displayed it. And, James never said anything like, like, he seems to be talking to you too much. But then again, it's funny because that was always one of the things that I always wondered about with my husband is, okay, let's talk about this for a minute. Oh my God, we're being so open tonight. Oh my goodness. So, where did I see this at? It was a YouTube video that I was watching, and it was about jealousy. Oh, it was like a three-way it was like, I watch a lot of those murder mystery YouTube videos where they're solving and talking about, like, what is it, the crime stories. And when the girl was ending her video, she was asking people to comment below about how you feel about jealousy, because it was a murder of a husband who was married, had an affair with a coworker, and the wife killed the coworker, and then she killed herself. And so, Molly K, hey girl, hey. Yeah, that's true. But honestly, he didn't get sick until recently. And this happened a long time ago. I mean, I mean, when I say he didn't get sick until recently, nothing serious. I mean, he had the normal stuff that I guess everybody have as you age, but he only recently was diagnosed with diabetes. And but I mean, he was still golfing and doing all the other stuff, just not with us, or not with James, because he and I never golfed together. We never did do the couples thing. But so I don't know. I really don't know. But I mean, that's a good point. Maybe there was something that he didn't share with us. Hey girl, hey. Sometimes it's best to move on. Yeah, that's so true. But so I was talking about jealousy, and I saw the post, well, not the post, but the girl asked for anyone to post of what they felt about jealousy. And we were talking in reference to the comment that on days like this mentioned that maybe he developed feelings. And I was like, no, he doesn't, not that I know of anyway. And then I went into thinking about, like, one of the things that James and I suffer from. And I don't know, I don't know how it is now, because we really don't, because of our living arrangements now. But I know that one of my biggest things with him was he showed no emotions about me with other people. Like, I could be somewhere and a man could straight up hit on me, and he would just not say anything, not feel no type of way. He had this thing about, like, no one should ever be jealous. And so my argument was, well, if you care about someone, there's going to be a little bit of jealousy. If you don't care, like literally, if there are no emotions, then you really won't care, and you won't. Oh, look, my fire's about to go out. Let's put a log on here. We're putting a log on the fire. Okay, let's see. I may have waited too long, y'all. Running my mouth. Let's see. Maybe I think it's gonna catch. It's smoking. It's smoking. Okay. Let's see what happens. I hope I didn't wait too long. I didn't realize my fire was going out. Y'all didn't tell me my fire was going out. What kind of friends are y'all? Y'all need to be telling me these things. Ouch. Okay, let's see if it catches. Oh, I think it's gonna catch. And then actually I'm only gonna burn this other piece, so let me go ahead and just put that on there too. And then I'm gonna let the fire kind of go out after this, I think, because I need to start getting ready for bed. All right, let's see what happened. Can y'all tell I'm not a pyro? This is normally James's job, is to get the fire going. But he's not here, so I have to do it myself. I have to see what happens. Oh, I can hear it crackling, so I think it's gonna catch. But we were discussing the whole jealousy thing. Oh, ooh, can't sit like that. Ooh, there she go. Yay! I kind of know a little something. Yeah, there she goes. Isn't that beautiful? It's nothing like a fire. Nothing like a fire. And it feels so good. It feels so good. But yeah, so anyway, I'm getting all wrapped up with the fire. But yeah, are y'all still with me? Okay, let's see. We got another comment. So I guess I'm thinking of them. Okay, hold on. That's a good point, Starla. Thank you so much for sharing that. You're right, and I think I will. I guess especially after hearing about our other friend passing away, and I didn't. It was not intentional with me not talking to him. It's just that I mean, like I wasn't. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like I didn't. I stopped because he wasn't reaching out to me, but. Like whenever James had gone to visit him and stuff, I did tell him to tell him a hi and stuff like that. I just didn't actually talk to him like that and stuff anymore. But so, I mean, I don't feel too bad, but I guess I kind of wish I would have gotten to see him, I guess, because he was a good part of our lives for a long time. And, I just kind of wish I would have gotten a chance to say goodbye. But you are right. I probably should reach out to them and just, you know what? I actually think I'm going to send a message tonight. Thank you. And it's something that I've toyed with. I guess it just really hurt me the way they treated us, and more or less the way they treated James. Not so much me, because like I said, we had not been friends for very long. And so, well, long enough. I mean, we've been friends for several years, but they've been friends for years, as in like from when James was married to his first wife. That's how long that friendship went. So I just felt like they really should have treated him a lot better. And I know James have toyed with reaching out to the guy, especially, but I don't know if he has or not. I know the last time we talked about it, he had not. But yeah, you're right. I'm going to send a message tonight. I am. I'm going to send her a message through Facebook tonight. I feel like I should. You're right. But yeah, so talking about the whole jealousy thing. But yeah, I always had this thing with James that I didn't feel like because he had no emotions about, I could leave the house. He wouldn't check on me. He would always say, you can handle yourself. You can handle yourself. And I would say things like, but in order for you to care, you would have to want to know if I'm all right. you have to feel some type of way if somebody's hitting on me or something like that. And his mind was always jealousy is a sign of weakness. And I don't really agree with that. And so when I was listening to that girl's video and then thinking about like what the comment was about the gentleman that passed away, and I was thinking, well, even if James would have thought something, he probably wouldn't have said anything. But I don't think he ever thought anything because it was really not that kind of, we didn't have those kind of conversations. We really had legit conversations to where, and then things of him wanting James to be better, but like better so that our relationship will be better. So, but comment and tell me how you all feel about jealousy. Like, let's see, somebody commented something. Let's see. Hold on, let me get my glasses, y'all. I think of the scripture about forgiving your brother. What? Oh, come on. What, like 7 times 7? Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying. And you know what? Honestly, when I guess like I forgave them in the sense of once I spoke my piece to her, that's how I was able to move on. As far as I didn't let anything they said or did reflect on me. Whereas before I said my piece, I would literally look at their Facebook page and just be angry, because I'd be like, how dare them? And now, I'll look at their Facebook page to see, and I'm glad that they're doing themselves. And, if they feel that what they're doing is right, then that's good for them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't harbor any ill feelings, but I do know that I do need to at least acknowledge and say something to them in the sense of, like that I know that he's ill and wishing them well. I'll think of the words of how I want to say it. So yeah, I definitely will do that. But yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm talking about it now, I think, because it came up in the whole lieu of the other friend passing away. And then it just dawned on me that maybe I should, because I would hate for something to happen to him. And I didn't at least say something. So, but yeah, y'all comment and tell me how y'all feel about jealousy. Yes. I do have to guard my heart. And I think too, that might be one of the things that I think about too. Like if I say something to them and then I get a not so good response, like how would I handle that? Like, would that upset me? Because they really think they are on another level of the world. When I tell you they went from being regular people, and see, I'm one of these people that I don't put ministers and people of the church, because I just don't believe in that. I don't put them above anybody human. And when someone places themselves to be in a position where they feel like they are above humans, I have a hard time with that one. Because like I said, I can be a lot of things. I will tell you, I am so imperfect. I sin every day because I'm human, but a hypocrite I am not. And I call a spade a spade. Don't ask me if you don't want me to tell you, because that's just who I am. And when I see all of this stuff, and I'm like, wow, they really went to the other end of the world as far as, they just threw everything behind them and, got this following. And it's very interesting to me. So, I don't know like what they would say to me, but, it doesn't even matter, because you know what, whatever they say to me, I'm doing what I feel is right. So yeah. Okay, who we got here? Luann. Let's see. A card. I don't know their address, to be honest. I know where they live because we used to go to their house all the time. That's what I'm saying. It's just crazy when I think about it. Like, we were at each other's houses almost every weekend, one or the other. we did stuff together literally every freaking weekend. Wow. When I think about that, that's a whole lifetime away. Um, I guess, well, yeah, but I wouldn't know how to get the card to them. Um, because I don't know the physical address. I know where the house is, but I don't know the address. I probably will just send her a message on Facebook because, their whole church thing is always on Facebook. Like they do their whole, they do live services and all that. So I know she'll see it, and yeah, just put myself at peace. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. See, this is why I do this. You all are helping me out here. You're helping me reach another level because I don't I don't always know what I'm doing. Shocker. Little old me don't always know what I'm doing. No, I'm just being funny. But yeah, so anyway, this has been fun. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I ended up chatting the way I chatted today because I honestly, when I got on, I really wanted to come on and do the Advent calendar because I wanted to do a video in front of my fireplace, and I was like, it's cold today. It might not be cold again for who knows how long because we live in San Antonio, and the weather is crazy around here. Although I think we might have a cold Christmas. I'm hoping so. If we do, I'm gonna light my fire for Christmas Day, which will be so amazing. But I didn't plan to go in the direction I did today, and I did. But that's the beauty of the Lord. He will send me in directions, or all of us in directions in which He wants us to go. And sometimes it's not what we intended. So I have 14. Oh, whoa. I have 11 likes. I thought it said 14 a minute ago. Am I blind? I don't have my glasses on, so it may have said 11. I thought it said 14. But 12 people watching and 11 likes. Could I have a 12 and a 12? Oh my goodness. I think I was up to 14 people watching. I probably started boring people when I started going off into like all this craziness, but I didn't mean to go that way. What great conversation. Oh, thank you, Molly K. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I just started chatting today. Oh, I do want to say this though, Luann, or any of you all who watched the video the live that I did on Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday evening. I've silenced that video for right now because I need to edit a couple of things out of it. That I don't want it floating around in the YouTube world. So I got to thinking about it. I fell asleep that night and it woke me up saying, you know what? You need to edit a couple things out of that video and then set it back to be public. And I've been trying to figure out how to edit it and can't get it to edit the information out. So I'm working on that. Y'all know I'm not tech savvy. Even though some people think I am, it's so funny because this past weekend when we were in Sedona, or in Arizona, and not in Sedona, but when we were with James's family, or with Paige's mom and her husband, and all of us were together. His Paige's mom, or James's ex-wife, thought I was very computer savvy, and I was like, oh no, honey, I'm not. I have just learned how to do certain things, but I am so not computer savvy. So I got to figure out how to do that editing on YouTube because I tried several times and it didn't edit itself out. It just stayed there. So I think when I get off of here, I'm going to send that message, and then I'm also going to work on editing that. But I took it down. I made it private actually, just so that I could edit a couple of things out. I accidentally said Luann's last name. I didn't like that. And then I actually also stated where I worked, and I don't really like doing that. So I made it private, but I wanted to let y'all know because I know y'all watched my live, and I want you all to know that why I took it down or why I made it private. Look at these nails, by the way, y'all. They're looking a little toe up, so I'm going to also do my nails tonight before I go to bed. And I tested out, this is the color from Luann that I got in my box from her. So that's the color I'm going to be putting on my nails for next week at work. So I'm going to do my nails tonight. I thought about doing my nails live again, but I was like, oh no, that'll be forever. Although I've now been on here just as long. So Go figure that one. But I was literally only going to be on here for a few minutes, and here we are, still on here almost an hour later. But I'm going to do my nails. I did get that new nail stuff in, and I will talk about that in probably another live video. I'm going to try to do lives. Oh, let's see. Today is Sunday. Christmas is a week away. Wow. At least a few nights next week. I'm going to try to do, my house is clean and everything. So I'm like, I really think I would have time to just come on and do some lives. So I may come on and do some lives a few evenings next week. Maybe we'll do no, I'm going to do my nails. And I was going to say, so if I do my nails tonight, will this last up until Christmas? I think it could. The new nail stuff that I got, y'all, is really good. When I did my nails on the live video, I was using that, OPI, the strengthener, and I told you I didn't like that. And I remembered when my nails started chipping, because I was doing a lot of stuff at work, we were opening up inventory, and my polish started chipping right away, and I was like, that's one of the reasons I don't like that nail strengthener. It will chip with certain polishes, and the OPI will chip with the Olay polishes for sure. So it didn't last as long, and I didn't want y'all to think, well, gosh, she talked about how her polish stays on, and then she's already changed her polish, because I went on like a couple days later and showed y'all my polish had already chipped. Oh, excuse me. But that was why. So I am liking this new one. Now this, I've been doing housework today, so, and it didn't chip as bad as I thought it could have, but the green that I had on for Sedona, I used the new polish. And when I tell y'all, that lasted the entire time I was at Sedona. I didn't have to touch it up or anything. And it lasted I polished my nails on that Thursday. We flew out on Friday. So it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I changed my polish on Wednesday or Thursday. So, and I only had a little bit of a chip. And it happens at work mostly, because at work I'd be opening up boxes and I'd be doing all kinds of stuff. And so, yeah, so I wanted to share that with y'all, because y'all know I try to be, I keep it 100 here. I don't like to mislead anybody, but I will share that with y'all. I ordered it off of Amazon. It was very inexpensive, and I'm very pleased at it so far. When I do my nails tonight, we'll test it. I'll do my nails tonight, and then I'll kind of follow up with y'all. I don't know, I might do live tomorrow, but I'll follow up with y'all throughout the week, and y'all can kind of see, how the polish is lasting and whatnot. So, but I think I probably should get off of here now. I've dropped down to 10 people, so I know that I'm probably boring the heck out of y'all. I've had so much fun again, and I am loving this little time that we're having together. I really have enjoyed the lives. I think the lives are so much fun. Let me see what we got going on here. Right. No, I didn't show your address or anything. So I was very careful not to do that. But I just was talking and I said your last name. Yeah. And the work thing, yeah, that really bothered me. I didn't mean to say it. But, the thing about lives, like, I can start talking and then I'm like, ugh, and that's what happened. So, but I made it private because I didn't want anybody else to be looking at it and figuring it out and all that stuff. So anyway, my fire looks like it's dying down some. I don't know. I kind of want to put another log on there. I know that I need to take this thing back. I ordered this thing. Let me show y'all this. See this thing right here? The one that I had in my other house, James ended up throwing it away because he said it was old. But I think I didn't think it was that bad looking. So I haven't had one. And I was using a wicker basket that I had spray painted. But then I was like, you know what? I need to have a real, whatever you call these things. And I ordered this one from Amazon. And look at it. Look at this. So I'm actually going to box it back up tonight. And I'm returning it. I've already did the return thing. Because I literally put it together about 3 or 4 days ago. It ain't worth the money. So I'm going to order a different one and see how that one turns out. So, but yeah, it didn't even sit through or last through one log sitting. Like literally it fell apart. So, and it should not have. But yeah, so anyway, I guess we probably should say goodbye, y'all, because let's see. What's Monica? I'm glad you have caught your last couple of lives. I've truly enjoyed. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you all are enjoying them. I kind of feel like, because I'm such a, like, how do I put it? I'm one of these people that I'm just very real. And I think that's probably why I joke about it, but it's really probably true. Why I will probably, like this whole YouTube thing, I don't know that I'll ever be that girl, because I'm very real. And like, to me, I don't want to fake something to talk about. I don't want to talk about something because it's the end thing to talk about, or I don't want to. Now, I have done this before. I ain't even gonna lie. I have bought things because they were the end thing to buy. But again, those were things that I think in my other life I was very common to do, because I was in such a bad place that I was looking for anything and everything to bring me happiness. And I wasn't aware of it. And I do want to do a video about that. Like, my PJs and coffee times, there's not going to be one, by the way, that's going to be up on Sunday. It's Christmas Day, and I'm doing these lives and stuff. So by the way, the PJs and coffee time video is going to come up on Sunday. But starting like the first of the year, I don't know if I will probably do one the last Sunday of January. And I'm going to try to do, my goal would be to do one every month for the whole year. If I start the last Sunday of January, and do it at least one Sunday. And then if I manage to start throwing in some extra ones, that would be great too. But yeah, let's see if I can do it. So no PJs and coffee time video, but I want to share my testimony. I really want to talk about, like where I was in my life and how I got to where I am now. And I also want to share James and I's story. Of course, I'm not going to be giving y'all all the tea, but, I want to talk about like how we made the decision to be where we are now and how this is working for us. And, like I really want to get into details. I want to talk about like how God prepared me for going through breast cancer when I didn't even know. Like I want to share my testimony, and I want to do that through my PJs and coffee time videos. And I think that's what a lot of my videos will be about in the year coming up, is where I'm going to be sharing more, in lieu of maybe just, I feel like my calling is to share some of my true life experiences, because it's going to help someone else go through some of their true life experiences. So I really feel like that's, not like that's going to be the only videos I do. I'm still going to do my vlogging, because honestly, like little things like today, a couple times I was like, I want to pull out my camera and vlog. But then I was like, nope, you know what? Don't vlog until after the first of the year. Like a real vlog. I may do a few things, but you probably won't see an actual post until after the first of the year. I've got one other video that I need to put up of the day that Terry and I were together. I need to post that one, and I'll post that one before the 25th. But I think I'm going to try to end off my Vlogmas as just doing my lives. So I don't know, you guys, you know what? But anybody that's still there, I know I'm still rambling, but in the week going forward, comment below what times would be good for you to do a live with me. Like say tomorrow, if I want to come on and do a live, what is a time that is good for you? Now, I know, Luann, I always catch you when you're trying to have dinner. I know your husband probably say, why do you want to be watching that girl? We need to be eating. But I hope he understands. Tell him I said hey, because I think he's a wonderful man. I've never met him, but you're wonderful. So I know he's a wonderful man. And I love it when you talk about you're making dinner and you're sitting down to dinner together, because some people don't do that. Some people don't sit down and have dinner together. They go to one person eating over here, one person eating over there. Sometimes they don't eat at the same time. I love it when people say they literally, they sit down and have dinner together. That is awesome. But what is a good time for me to come on and do some lives next week? I'm kind of thinking maybe about 8 o'clock in the evening, my time. But then that makes it like 9 for a lot of people that I know watch. I don't know. Leave me some comments. Let me know some time frame. Give me a range because, you know, while I may not can get the exact time, but I'll have somewhat of an idea what will work for y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and end it because I got some things I got to do. It is now 6 o'clock, y'all. I've been on here with y'all for, over an hour. Y'all be getting all my attention. Let's see what we sent. He's watching TV. It is Sunday, right? Football. Is he watching football, girl? After 6 p.m. Okay, so where are you, Molly, when you say after 6? Are you in the same time zone with me? It's 6 o'clock here now. So give me your time zone so I'll know when you say 6. Is it 6 there for you right now? So I'll know. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get ready to get off now. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, you're a night owl. Well, it may be sometimes kind of late because sometimes by the time I get myself all situated, it is late. I like these glasses too. They kind of go with my outfit unintentionally. So, oh Lord, y'all, my battery's dying. So oh shoot, wait. Oh, you know what? It went into low battery mode. So this is probably going to be it went dark, y'all. It's 7 p.m. there. Yeah, Illinois. Okay. Okay, so, all right, so I'm in low battery mode. I'm wearing my outfit. This is from, I don't remember where I got this from. I have to look and see. But it's old. I've had it for a while. But I got up today and I got dressed and I haven't been out of my house. But I wanted to put on something comfy because I hardly ever wear this out because it kind of like, I have a shirt underneath it because it will show my belly if I reach, and it's too cold to be showing your belly, and my belly too big to be showing. But my battery's about to die, so I am going to get off for sure now. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with this live for me, and I will see you all in the very next one.